Hi guys and girls, Richard here again from Crypto One Method, taking you back to the futures in terms of Binance futures trading. Again, what you have coming up next is my latest trading session that I did this morning, and I didn't actually even make any money. I did 4 trades, 2 were successful, 2 were not. You'll see from the video coming up the positions that I made, the leverage that I used, and this is just to share it with you. You know, me and my brother are bringing out many videos like this. Not all of your trading sessions are going to be successful. If you break your plan down to what you need to do a day, to how many hours you need to do a day. Like me, I had a couple of hours this morning to do a trading session, did 4 trades and actually ended a bit under. But I then walked away, and I would trade this afternoon, but playing football this afternoon in Bali, there's still plenty of time and more trading sessions to do. You want to resist the urge to be on catch up and going on tilt, and these are all things that we talk about in our course. So yes, the futures, it is the future, as is digital currency, as is trading and earning money online. So check out the link below. It will take you to crypto1method.com, which is our website. We have put it together. Me and my brother got into cryptocurrency years ago, and before that I had no idea. You know, and now I can confidently and comfortably earn money online, a couple of hours trading a day, and then I get to enjoy Bali, which is where I'm living at the moment. So coming up is a video by me. Any questions, comments, like our page. We've got more videos on the way. Trade number 1 for this session. Just had an alert come through on comp, and this is the coin that I'm on now. Let's just get straight into it. I put it onto leverage 20. This is for a long alert. So let's have a look a bit at the bigger picture. What's going on? Okay, well, today it's been coming up. It's come down to this middle Bollinger Band, finding some supports nicely here. Bit of a green candle, but it's on this nice trend line coming up. Let's look in a bit closer. You can see it's hugging this trend line. What I talked about in my videos yesterday, what's going on here? Well, we've had this huge drop, but then these now, the highs, the lows are getting higher each time. So this is going to pop nicely up. 20, 189, 189.15. Oh, 189.15. 189.15. If I have 20 leverage, 189.15, 186.78. Okay, so that gives me a bit of wiggle room, which is nice. Let's try and get in a bit lower. I'm using $100 today, as I said in my intro, just to keep upping it up every trading session that I'm doing. If you've not seen any of my others, then head to the Crypto One Method YouTube page and you will see them all. Let's go 189.00. 20 leverage. Buy. You can see this is now an order. It will stay in order until this gets filled. Only a couple below. Just to keep this video nice and snappy, I was going to pause it, but surely this is going to fill in just a moment. I'll pause it until it fills. Okay, I've raised it up just a little bit to 189.10 and just partially filled at the moment. You can see down here my position, just $14. So, oh, that nearly caught then. Okay, that's now 15. It's very slowly filling. You see the order book starting to liven up a little bit. And what I've talked about yesterday, you know, in terms of identifying trend lines. Well, even though we've had a downwards trend here, you can see when these lows, they're getting higher each time. So we're in a bit of an upwards momentum. $15. It already looks like it's starting to pop up. What I may do, oh, filled. There we go, filled. Wow, that must have just been a nice market sell off there. So I'm at 97.49. I can fill out that later. But what I want to do, first things first, let's put in my stock market and at 20 leverage, which I'm on. 189.10, 189.10, 186.73. Stock market. 186.73. You know, I could have used a bit more leverage on this, but this is on 1 minute candles. I'll show you just now, but that's my stop market because I'm longing. You can see it's actually off the screen here. That's good. What I quite like with this leverage and why it is, I do like to use less, as I said yesterday, is this is coming up after a big downwards trend. It's coming up. This could have a bit of a sell-off and find a kind of new kind of low around 187. So yes, maybe I should have waited a little bit, but that's fine. But around about here before it then really goes up. But we're having a Bollinger Band squeeze. These highs are getting lower the lows are getting higher each time, excuse me. I'm 4% under, that's fine. 19288 is to close my position. 19288. And as you'll know, if you've seen these before, I'm now going to be looking at this and as soon as possible moving my 25% stop market into profits, as I've done in my other videos. I use 20 leverage, gives me a bit more wiggle room, and then we can just follow this up as it does come up. So yeah, a little bit under at the moment. My position's in. For one position, I've got 2 open orders. The reason why I've gone in on this trade for the long, they're not 100% successful, but a very high percentage, is identifying this trend line. Okay, it is predominantly in an upwards trend. You can see it's bouncing off, it's come up, bounced off, it's come up, bounced off. Ooh, again, it's come back down to this trend line and it's finding some very good support, and these lows are getting higher each time. So as you can see, it's starting to come up a bit, which is great. Let's have a look here. What we really want to see is, yeah, exactly this coming up. You can see here this low is higher than this low again, so it really is having a bit of a shift from this big downfall and starting to come up. So what I want to do, 18910, I want to be moving this into 10% as soon as possible. 19004, 19004, and it's not too far away. Just need to make sure that these, okay, 19004. So we are there, but I want to let it go through for a bit, go maybe almost 20% profit because of the timing of this trade. And, if it carries on this way, then yes, I could have used higher leverage, and therefore, the profits that I'm going for, the percentages, it's going to go up much quicker. Excuse me, let's just get rid of that. If I'm using 40 leverage, I need much less movements. But I prefer to use a bit less leverage. Just, if this does drop down, inevitably it's coming up. It just gives it a bit of breathing room. But again, it's up to you. You need to work out with what we put together here. That was my trading yesterday. 69% return on investment off 2 trades. If you haven't seen the video, it's online. You need to work out your plan. From your plan, then you can work out with your leverages and percentages what trades you need to be doing per day. Okay, this is looking nice. I'll just pause it here for now. Okay, so coming back to this trade, it is, I don't know, what, 10, 15 minutes or so. As you can see, it's, well, nicely coming up as expected. It's been following this trend line, and this, for me, this ascending trend line here, it's come down, not only found support on this trend line, but if you just look back to here, this is where it's kind of dropped down and shot up. Yes, it's come up, it's come back down, so it's pretty much same point, these long wicks coming through. So some really nice support here, falling back on this trend line. I'm about 10% in profit almost. See, there's a bit of resistance at this level. It's bounced off here a couple of times, but this is a nice strong green candle coming up. And, for the last 5 minutes or so, it's just been working up, slightly come back down, 8% in profit. I think it's just a matter of minutes before we go shooting through this roof, this resistance, and therefore heading quite easily towards my 40%. Yeah, for now I'm in 8% profits. So I will continue this shortly. So we had a little red candle come down. The green is now powering up. And again, look at this green. We've got a bit of a new high. It's actually where it's been rejected before, these long wicks. It's pushing through. Come on. Come on. So I've got my 10% ready. You know, I'm using more today. I'm using $100. It's the same when I'm using 100 or 1,000. I want to secure some profits. I'm only just about 10%, so I've got it ready. But look at this. You know, the difference with these for me is that the price has shot up. It's come straight down. It's come up, down. Price has shot up. It's come straight down. These are on 1 minute candles, so it's a bit intense. But with the lows getting higher each time, and now it's just kind of been getting pushed up and up and up, and we've actually found a new high here. Then it's moving in this direction. It's now touched from this Bollinger Band squeeze on 5 minutes. It's come over the top Bollinger Band. This is a nice sign of it coming up, as we know, when it interacts with the Bollinger Bands. Again, looking at a wider angle here. Come down, lower Bollinger Band, but it's found support, and it's just literally been following this trend line up. So again, it's oh, not 3 minutes. I don't ever use 3 minutes. You know, it is just playing around at this level, but, you know, for me, it's just some great signs of it very soon popping in terms of just going up. Yeah, pop, pop, pop. I will pause before the pop pause. Okay, so, yeah, over the last 5 minutes, it came back down, some nice wicks, some nice hammer candles here, still following this trend up, and off we go. So, let's put in my 10%. What's 15%? 10%. You can see it's broken through this resistance, this level that I was talking about, you know, on a bigger time frame. There's a lot of room above, and up it's going to come. So let's secure some profits. 10%, that's 19004. Oh, not there. I've already got it here ready. So I'm longing it, 19004. It's going to be my new stop. That's the most important thing. Now, I have either secured 10% profits, or it's making its way up to 40. I'm already in 18%. This is a very nice long green candle. And it's continuing to go up. It's gone through on the 5 minutes, gone through this upper Bollinger Band. And you can see, you know, on 1 minute candles, 5 minutes, these do look quite far away. On the bigger picture, well, it's not. So, yeah, this trend line, it's nicely come back down to, and as you can see, quite often when it does come to the trend line, it literally just bounces off when you're identifying these trend lines. So, yeah, I mean, never too sure how much it is going to. The main thing is, I'm 20% in profit now. And at worst, I will make 10%. At most, I'm going to make more. It's at 40% at the moment, but as this comes up, what I was doing yesterday, okay, it may come and get stopped out. That's fine. I'm going to leave it. If that's the case, it could, you know, this push up can happen, but as quick as it goes up, it can come down. You know, using $100, 10%, $10, fine. As I continue to do more and more on these, and I'm, you know, using 200, 300, 500, 1,000, 10%. For a trade is a hell of a lot. Yeah, if you're watching this and you've not seen any of our other videos, or if you're new to trading, or if you're wondering what all it is about, follow the link below, crypto1method.com. Head over to the website. You'll see what it's all about. We've created some educational courses for you to teach you how to trade and make money online. With everything going on around the world, working at home, isolation, uncertainty, you know, digital currency, it's now the time to get involved and not only be holding digital currency, but be making money while holding money, and making money at the money, saying money, digital money, currency. So You can see it always has this little retrace back. This is now just a real nice continuation strength signal that it's had a little bit of a pullback, but the bulls are still going. We're only going one way, and that's up, coming right through. Very, very nice. So as I did yesterday in my video, what I'm going to do is I'll put this to 50%, and then I'll put my stop at 20%. And I'm not going to use a trailing stop on this one. I am just going to strategically move my stop market up and my profit up, just so that the protection is always there. But the window from making either 10% or 50% or 20 and 60, 30, so you can see what I'm saying. I'm 20% in profit now. Lovely, $20. That will get me a nice nasi goreng down the road and a few bintangs for later after football. This is what it's all about, people. Bit of trading, making a bit of money, safely, securely. And this is the position you want to be in. I could go now and have a little lie down and know that, right, I'm either going to come back and I've made 10% or if I've made 40. There's no other option. There's no option C. It is 10% profit or 40. I'm going to keep an eye because I want to make the most out of this as possible. So I'll pause this for now just to keep the video nice and concise and show you what I'm going to do when I'm going to do it. I'm now in the position where I want to, well, this is based off 19108, 190. I'm already quite a bit in percent here. My 20% is at 19099, which is down here. So what am I going to do? 190.99. Because it's finding a little bit of resistance. It's slowing down here. I'm now moving this to 20%. Cool. I'm now in a position where I'm either going to get stopped out at 20%. Cancel that. Thank you. Or I'm going to continue moving it up as this charges towards 50%. This could drop now and get stopped out. I coulda, woulda, shoulda made more, but I've got 20% already locked in. And that is science. This is the position that you want to be in. Maybe if this was going the other way, then you want to reduce your stop. I generally use 25% as my stop market in loss, but, if I was looking at this and it didn't follow this trend and it started to drop down, well, my stop was down here. Maybe I would just reduce it to like 15%, because if it's on this trend, it's bounced through and come back up and got back on it. If it does it again, then it's generally going to be falling through. So you can see it's kind of slowed down a little bit. Maybe it's just kind of the bulls are just having a little bit of a snack in the background before the next charge. 19132, like where 21%. This is lovely though. Oh, lovely, because it's coming up, it's coming sideways, but in a bit of an upwards momentum. This is a bit of a red candle here. You can see though the price is trying to drop down, a bit of a wick. Although all it takes now is a bit of a huge market sell-off, and it will push it down. But again, that's fine. What I may do is it's just a little bit close. 15%, 19051. 19051. Oh, and as I've done that, you can see that would have actually caught my stop. Could not have done that at a better time. 19099. That would have just caught. So you can see here, it's a bit of you've got to play with securing profits. But if you're going for 40% or 50 or 60 or these big percents, then I edged my stop up to 20%, and I would have just got stopped out there in 20%, which is obviously fantastic. But this is still moving up, and what I was trying to say is this is a nice, like down here where it comes up and immediately is a push back down. This has broken through this resistance. It's come up. The prices are kind of going in an upwards momentum. Yes, we've had a bit of a sell-off here, but the buyers, the bulls are coming straight back in. So I've now just moved it to 15 just to give it a little bit more wiggle room. I won't move it any more than that. 15% is still great, but I'm pretty damn sure this is coming on up to here. This is 40% what I've got locked in at the moment, 19288. Let's 19382. 19382. Again, so 15% or 50%. You can see their nice little response from the bulls is that it got pushed down. They were like, no, push it back up. It's now coming to new highs again. This is a beautiful little continuation signal. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And on that note, what I'll do is put this back onto 20% as my stop in just a moment. 19099. Indeed, 19099. So where am I at? Okay, so it's either going to be 20% or 50%. And I'm going to leave it there now because from here, again, it's just 1 minute candles. We're reaching new highs, but there is quite this long wick. And very almost nearly hit. Very nearly almost hit. Do you know what I mean? It was close to hitting. Which is fine. It's profit or profit. So hit either of them. Obviously the higher one would be good, and for me it does look like it is going to be heading up this way. 9099. Just over 15 minutes left of the hour. I talked about this yesterday. It's good to keep an eye on where the timing is. Generally, just after the hour, you can have quite a big sell-off or buy, depending on which way it's moving. And likewise, as you draw back towards the end of the hour, these hour candles are very strong. Again, that's when you find that there can be quite a lot of movements. Come on, keep on going. You can see it's still in that upwards momentum, which is what we want. 22% profits. Again, I'll pause this just so that the video is nice, short and snappy as possible for you people. Okay, so you can see from here, actually, if I'd had, the whole conundrum going on, 19051 would have allowed this market sell. So I put it up to 20%. You can see it's still heading up. I mean, what has happened is I've got stopped out 117. 117, which is just over 20% profit. If I was using my 15% and I kept it there, then yeah, this is heading up. This is going towards, the 40, 50. You can see now, yes, off it goes. It's one of them. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. I had it on the 15. I put it to 20. So you've got to. This is the plan and the strategy that you want to do. Move your markets up, but just be aware that if there is these big market sells or buys, then it's going to catch. But the main thing is you're going to be in profit. This is finding new highs now, and is going to continue up. I mean, what was the 40% that I wanted? 19288. Yeah, that's not too far away at all. Let's just watch this for a few more seconds, and then I'm going to be back on to do another trade. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on it. That's kind of making its way up. We had a couple of alerts actually. One at around 7 o'clock for OMG, would have been 6:30 or so. Now we just had another one come in. And this is looking very good to me, and I'll talk you through why. 53080. I'm going to short. I've got 100. I transferred my money around with 20 leverage. Is this going to catch? 70. Okay, so that's already caught some of it. Reason for this, another short's just come in. We've got these highs here. It's come up. It's come down, and then you can see this bit of an inverted hammer here. It's breaking through the middle Bollinger Band, and it's going to be coming down to this lower one, round about kind of where it started off. So 530. 53080, 53080. Shorting. My 20 leverage, that's what I like to use. My stop market 53743. Stop market 5.3743. Because I'm shorting, that's going to be a buy and long. And you can see that's here. And for my stop 52018. You can see now it's dropping, dropping, dropping. Lovely. 52018. What do we want to do now? Well, we want to put this into 10% profits. 52814. Let's just have a look more on the bigger time scale. And as I discussed in the last trade that I've just done, what we're really looking for now, it's kind of, we don't want this to double bottom. We want this to just have a bit more of a sell-off, touch the lower Bollinger Band, reach a bit of a new low. And then it's just a nice signal that, yes, this is coming down. It's going to keep coming down. The Bollinger Bands have opened up a little bit. When we get this squeeze, they open up. So this, any moment, is just going to drop through, I believe. Just a bit of support here that it's got to get through. But my stop market's in, my sell is in, and I've got my 10% profit ready, which is 52814, which is going to be my stop market. And I'm ready. So ready, I've got my positions in, but most importantly, here we go, and it's dropping down. 52814. Again, as I just showed you in the last one, I don't really want this is bouncing around a lot. It's broken through this Bollinger Band on the 5 minutes that I showed you. You know, this is coming down to the lower Bollinger Band for sure. Absolutely great alert that just came in. 52814. You can just see this is popping around. 52814. We do have some downwards momentum, so you've just got to watch it. 14% in profit at the moment in literally a couple of minutes. We've reached a new low. Let's have a look on a bit of a bigger time frame. We've got 10 more minutes left of the 10 more minutes left of the hour. And actually, what is probably going to happen is, even though down here we've had this huge green candle up, the red candle is now answering back to it and pushing down, because this is, let's just see here, let's just go from this top point across to there. You know, looking at trend lines, have a look at that one. Oh. And it's characterized, we've been in quite a downwards momentum on a bigger time frame. It's been coming up loads, it's coming down. And a characteristic of a bearish flag or a bear wedge, let's call this a bearish wedge, is this. These high points are getting lower each time. These low points, it's coming to a point, but because we had this huge surge up, it could be like, right, this is going to be going up, up and up. No, you've got to look at the bigger picture. Yes, it's going up, but on a bigger time frame, it's coming down. So very, very important to be looking at things like this. Now down you come. Let's go back onto 1 minute, which you may find a little bit, well, they're very active, gives you a real indication of what's going on. Okay, a bit of support here, but not really much at all. It's come up a little bit. It will soon have another big drop off. So I'm actually going to be putting, yeah, I've got 40% there. I think in the next drop off, it could actually just hit my 40%. So with that in mind, I'm just going to leave it, and just, you know, my plan is 40%. That is a huge amount. And that's what I'm going to stick to. There's not been much response to this drop off, which is always a good sign if you're shorting it. If you're longing it, it's not a good sign, but there's not an immediate response. In other words, it just comes sideways or stays around, a doji candle, or doesn't have a response, then yeah, again, a bit of a continuation. Pretty much the opposite of what I well, it's the same, but in reverse, rather than it going up, it's coming down. What is the last coin doing? Well, look, actually, I got stopped out. I got stopped out, and it did come up a bit more, so I could have made a bit more. But again, it's now coming down, which is very visible. Have a look now, a very tiny little inverted hammer. This is only on 1 minute again, so it doesn't show that much, but just the price being pushed back up, pushed back down. This is, again, going to be dropping off any moment. So when it does, I will be back. So I'm going to be putting in my 10% profit to secure it, 52814. Which is, if I'm shorting it, my stop market is going to go there. So again, I'm in the lovely position where I've either got 10% profit or 40. This is now lower than here. So again, just a bit of a nice continuation signal that it's been coming down. It's reached a new low. It's going to keep coming down. I could have held off and not put my stop market at 10%, but it's, I'm not 100% with it. So it's better to secure 10%, secure the profits, and as always, reduce the loss. So this is having a little bit of a comeback up. You can see my 40% is just here. In terms of where it's potentially going to be coming down to, well, this is before it really started to shoot off. So I'm happy with the placement of this. What I did yesterday, 5-2 trailing stop, 5.2018, and to confirm that is my 40%, 52018. There's a nice cushion here. We'll just do 0.3 again, 0.3 cushion, because I'm feeling that this is going to, again, this is now buy because it's a shorting maneuver, or trade. Then if it does come down to here, at this price, the trading stop will be triggered and have a 0% 3. So it will then act as a stop market trigger, and it will just follow it down, whatever the low price is in this example. As soon as it goes 0.3 the other way, then I will get stopped out. So I may get stopped out here at 10% profit, which of course is absolutely fine. My order has been submitted there, so I can now cancel that. I've got 3 orders, you can see. Let's just move down a little bit. 3 orders. My callback at 0.3, my activation price, etc. I don't need my limit anymore because I put in that trailing stop. So 2 orders, only 1 is visible on here for my trailing stop, and most importantly my stop market, which is now in profit. So hopefully I don't get stopped out just now, but if I do, then cool, no problem. But again, 5-minute candles here. It's oh, I just got stopped out. That's fine. What's happening now? It's coming back up. So I just secured 107.92. What was this on? OMG. 98.5, I think it was. I just had a quick look. 99.1, 107.92, 107.92, 8% profits. So 2 trades, dealing with $100. That's 28 profit, 100% success, 29% return on investment. But this now, I'm glad I got stopped out in profit because it could quite easily be coming right back up. So 7.7 Futures 7.92508. So I want to be transferring that out, and then again I'm back to $100. So I think I'll be doing another trade, making at least 21%, and then that is what I'm aiming for, at least 50% return on investment for this trading session, which will be my only trading session today, as I have a game of football this afternoon. So I will just look through the alerts now. Alrighty, so just got an alert for waves, for a short actually. And yeah, you may be looking at this going, well, it's coming up. Yeah, it is, but again, on a bit of a longer time frame. Let's have a look what's actually going on. Oh, that's quite zoomed out. You know, for me, it's been coming up. It's in a bit of a downwards momentum. These lows are getting lower each time. Just now, you can see here, okay? So, yes, it's had a bit of a surge up, but this is going to be dropping off. Here's our red candle. I'm on a 20 leverage, 3555. Sell shorts. It's in the book. Hopefully it doesn't skip. All right, so we're in 3555. 3555. 20 leverage. I'm shorting again. So most importantly, let's put in my 3599 is my 3599, which you can see is up here. Wonderful. It's a bit away from the high spot that it's been to. I'm going to go stop market 0.3599 and long. There we go. Perfect. My sell, which is at 40%, 34483. Is just here. But again, what I want to do is be moving this into profit as soon as possible. 3537. 3537. So stop market 3537. Have this ready just so that as it drops, I will again secure some profit. So yeah, to talk through this, well, an alert has come in, and you may be looking at this going short. Well, what's going on? You know, it's coming up. It's found a new high here. Surely it's going to keep coming up. I mean, it might, but from what I've done just by looking out on a bit of a bigger time frame, is that yes, it's coming up, but you know, last week or whatever, it was in quite an upwards momentum. It's now had a shift in trend. It's coming down, and it's in a downwards momentum. You know, this high is lower than this one, and if it follows this trend line, then it will keep on coming down. After a couple of big green candles, we've got a bit of an inverted one going on here. It's only just begun. But you can see here, you know, the momentum that it has had going up, it's slowed down. It's topped here. If it holds around here, which I obviously am hoping it will, around here we can have a bit of, this can be a bit of a head and shoulders pattern. So it's come up to a shoulder, to the head, to this shoulder region, and then it's quite a nice strong reversal, because this is the neckline, this is the resistance. It's tried to have a push through, it's been pushed back down, and then it's at the second time again, it's just got back to where it did the first. So yeah, quite a good chart pattern, the head and shoulders. 3562. So I'm a little bit and if you, oh yes, okay, so this is what we want around this shoulder line here, for it to drop. Of course, if it goes the other way from the alert, as they're not 100%, and from what my analysis, then yes, the trend is coming up. And if it now kind of hits my stop, then it's found a new high, so it's not going to be coming down. It's going to keep going up. So I want to just get out. This is looking to hold on the shoulder line, which is good, lower than this high, which shows a slowdown in momentum. And then this should drop nicely. You know, I'm 5% at a loss at the moment. You can see though the momentum has slowed down a bit. With this, what's the range? 9% up for today. Again, you've got to look at coins and go, right, you want to see what momentum they're in. You may think I'm a bit, it's a bit weird me going against the trend. If this is going up over the last 24 hours, why am I shorting it? Well, it's looking at the bigger picture. And even though they're going up, they do have these downs, or if they're predominantly coming down, which is what I've just talked about. So yes, it needs to just again find, so we've not so much got the head and shoulders, but hoping that this finishes below here, below this top, below this candle wick, and then again that resistance is still there, which is one of the reasons as to why I got in on the trade. So you can see they're pushing the price up. Now this is where we want the sell-off, which is where it's happened before. You could call it a bit of a double top. We want it to be just pulled down. I'm 11% under, which is obviously not good. Let's just keep an eye. It's you can't get every trade, and not every alert is going to be on the money. This analysis you need to put in. I identified this kind of downwards trend, but trends do shift. Slowing down, it's coming up, this, I suppose I'll pause it for now and let's see what happens in the next couple of minutes. Okay, so sadly that one did just get stopped out. Yeah, it looks to be finding new highs. I'm tempted to get in on it, but I'm not going to. What I have got is a alert here, which is looking very good. Along on waves. So I want to make sure I'm on isolated and 20. I'm going to go 3.3385, just going to go in a little bit under. Buy long. Here it is in the order book. That can get cancelled. Reason for this, well, yeah, we've got an alert come through, and also, yeah, over the last few days, nice upwards momentum. This has been coming across, and again, quite on the trend line. Looking a bit closer, then from here, yeah, nice upwards momentum, really. That's a very rough trend line. Let's just get rid of this. But it's come down to this level, it's come down to the same sort of level where it's found support before, a little bit of a, almost a hammer, kind of near the lower Bollinger Band. So this, again, with a bit of Bollinger Band squeeze, we've got these low prices coming up each time. 3390. Let me just pop this up a little bit. You see with a couple of the other trades that I've done, they're a bit slower moving. The one on bats, and you can see that's now dropped through. 3.6, literally just caught my stop limits. However, I was thinking it's in a downwards trend. It looks to be having some response. So, if I didn't get stopped out then, it may have been shortly after. Okay, I have a position. Waves at 3395. 3.395. This time I'm longing, I'm on isolated, I'm on 20 leverage, 40, 32977. And again, let's see where this is. I'll probably go for a little bit less on this, because if it's coming down that way, I don't even want to be in it. 330. I could have used a bit of higher leverage on this, but it's fine. 33061. I'm happy with that. 20%. 3, 3, oh. 3, 3. 3.3061. And as I'm longing it, that's going to be my sell short there. Here, you can see what there's no need for 25% on this. It's kind of found a double bottom here. Long candles, it's showing signs of it's now reversing back up. If it just rounds off and then drops down, then why, every extra bit of percent you can save, the better. So I usually have a 25% stop. I'm just going to use 20 for this. And my sell is at 34062. 3. Which is up here. So yeah, well, looking nice. Again, looking at these lows, to kind of gauge where the momentum's heading. It's a little bit confusing with this because, yeah, this low is higher than this low, but obviously we're kind of double bottoming around here. I'm on 5-minute candles, so if you look on 15, this is where you can see it. It could be like, right, this is going to have a trend reversal here. It's gone up, it's come up. Oh, it's broken through. Quite often it'll come down to the bottom Bollinger Band. Bit of a sushi roll, I do believe it's called, and then it has another leg up, which I'm pretty sure is what's going to happen here. And if that's the case, as it's heading up, I will show you how to adjust your profits and your stops accordingly. Okay, just to conclude my morning session, trade number 3, which after 2 good trades, sadly I got stopped out. This was on OMG. My order history on OMG, got in at 5.3, what am I talking about? On BAT, sorry. BAT at 3.555. Here, a little bit low. We got the signal for the alert that came in. Went a bit above this descending trend line that I showed in the video. Actually just got stopped out 3.599. I mean, just got stopped out literally by 1 Satoshi. And then since then, it's come down back to where I bought in and down 1.5%, so that coulda, shoulda, woulda been a successful trade, at least 20-30% in profit, which would have been a nice 3 trades in the row and me done. I've then gone in on waves, on an alert, and tried to long waves, which I talked through, and I've just got stopped out. So wanted to share this with you. 4 trades this morning, end of my trading session for now, and I've ended 50% success rates. One of them, it should have come through. If this was like one of the others, then again, if that's kind of 30 or whatever I could have made off it, then success rate has a huge part of it, as well as your return on investment. So sadly it was not meant to be, but that's just one trading session. It's taken a couple of hours. I'm a little bit under, but the last couple of trading sessions I've been up, so I'm going to leave it as there. I'm not going to try and chase coins. I'm going to go and have a bit of breakfast, chill, and, come back to my next trading session when it's done. So, we've got to share the ups and the downs, the wins and the losses with this, and that's what we're going to do. This trading session I've ended with minus 18% on my return of investment. So, yeah, stay tuned. Plenty more heading your way. Thank you. And as always, check out the link below. Subscribe to our page. We're going to have more of these coming. Check out the Crypto One Method website if you've not done so already. Firing any questions below you have in the comments below.